Welcome all of you once again. And here we are going to start the new topic, the new text, unit number 7 from our textbook in English for class 9, that is First Life. And the title of the text from unit number 7 is Glimpses of India. So, dear students, when you hear and read the title, Glimpses of India, what do you understand? Like, I think in class 8, the very second lesson was Glimpses of India, Glimpses from the Past, right? Was there?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
there
sir.
we studied, it was a comic-like story in which we got the details about pre-independence era, right? And some more details.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Then what do you understand from this title, Glimpses of India?
Sir, a quick view of India.
Quick view of India.
Yes, there is something in this text that is going to tell us about India, be it Indian culture, be it about Indian languages or Indian people, and so on. The states, Union territories that we have in India, it is all about that. So, how many are the states in India?
29.
29.
29 now. Sir, it will
And
28.
Union territories?
Now 8.
Yeah.
Hmm. Good. So, Ladakh, it was the part firstly of Jammu and Kashmir,
Jammu and
but
Kashmir.
later declared as Union territory or state.
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 Good. So, which is the largest state in India, keeping in view the area?
Rajasthan.
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 And as far as the density, population is concerned, then biggest one.
Uttar Pradesh.
Uttar Pradesh.
Very good, very good. Then, as far as literacy rate is concerned, which is the state having 100% literacy?
Kerala.
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 Very good. Which is the state where we can find that girls are more than boys, number of women is more than the number of
West
men.
Bengal.
Kerala only.
Yes, very good, Kushi. Kerala only. Which is the state, the smallest one in India as far as area is
Goa.
concerned?
Goa.
Goa.
Very good. So brilliant students you are. You know everything about India, and there is nothing here then to study about. You know all the directions, the states, and as and part of art integration. You have studied thoroughly. You know which state have you studied?
Odisha.
As if we are for
Odisha.
Maharashtra, that is
Odisha.
Odisha. Previously it was spelled as Orissa, but nowadays it is spelled as Odisha. Odisha, right?
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Very good. So let's see some of the activities given here because you have understood well about the title Glimpses of India, and it is consisting of three parts. Part 1, a baker from Goa, second, cook, and the third is tea from Assam. I'm sure you know about Goa, right? Who was the
Yes.
person who visited Goa and his name is only given to the port after him? And also, one of the trains is there from Goa. It goes to New Delhi. Vasco da Gama, right?
Yes.
Vasco,
Yes, sir.
where was he from? No idea?
No, sir.
Okay. Who visited which country and the country was named after him? Can you give one example in the world?
America.
Yes. Whose name
Christopher
after it?
Columbus.
Yes. Christopher or Amerigo Vespucci. Yes, dear Gauri or Kushi. Amerigo Vespucci, and the name was given after Amerigo Vespucci or Columbus. Confused?
Columbus only.
Who
Sir,
discovered
actually
America?
Columbus discovered America, but the name was given by Americo.
Right? Agree, Kushi? Is Gauri Bhargavkar right?
Sir, name is derived from Amerigo.
Yes. That is
Vespucci.
both of them are fact and real things that you have told. Then another city that is named after the first president of America. What is it? Now we are having glimpses of America. Don't know? George Washington,
Washington
DC.
City.
Yes,
Washington City.
very good.
Washington DC.
Kushi told correct and also Anil. Right. So these were some glimpses from the world and also India. And as you already know that there are 7 continents and two of them are named like South America and North America. Okay, so let's see here some parts given from the southern part of India, some northern, and here we will get some details about Indian culture, in one or the other way. If I'm not wrong, Vasco da Gama was Portuguese, right? He was from Portugal. Am I right, dear students?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Because they are the people mostly found in Goa, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. So let's begin then with the first text, a baker from Goa. Would you like to know about it?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
There
sir.
are some activities before we continue and before we read, but already I'm sure you must have read the text and must have listened to it, referring to the link that was shared. How many of you have read and also listened to the text? Many of you, right? Honestly
Yes, sir.
speaking,
Yes,
I know
sir.
many of you have read and also listened to it. That's a good thing. Now let's discuss the activities given here, but I am being interrupted more by those who are joining now. So many are there. Okay. Meanwhile, Gauri Khattar is there. Okay, if she is not there, Gauri Bhargavkar, you read the first activity given there under before you
Okay,
read.
sir. Okay. Chapter number 7, Glimpses of India. Before you read, activity. Discuss in class. First, what images of
Gauri
people...
Khattar is there.
Sir, so may I
Okay,
stop?
continue, dear.
Okay,
Yes,
sir.
over to you, dear Gauri Bhargavkar.
What images of people and of places come to your mind when you think of our country? Second, what parts of India have you lived in or visited? Can you name some popular tourist destinations? Third, you may know that apart from the British, the Dutch and the French, the Portuguese have also played a part in the history of our country. Can you say which parts of India show French and Portuguese influences? Fourth, can you say which parts of India grow one tea and another coffee?
Very good. Thank you, dear Gauri. So
Thank
let's
you,
go
sir.
one by one. The first activity. What images of people and of places come to your mind when you think of our country? There is complete integrity in our India, even if there are variety of cultures, variety of languages, variety of costumes the people have, and in various ways there is diversity in India, but of course there is integrity, right? So here I want a few of you saying about what images, of people and of places come to your mind when you think of our country. Can anyone? It comes, all together. Those people having put on a cap of showing the religion Muslim. Then the other way, some temples or the mask or wearing some, gun. that we say. Then some from Christian, some Parsi, and then as per the states, Gujarati, Maratha, Marathi, Rajasthani, Punjabi, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Kerala, many cultures. There is a great variety. Then eastern part in the north, that is Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, and so on. There are many, near the West Bengal, towards Nepal, the culture, the way the people speak, the way they live, it's quite different from one another. One state to another, there is tremendous difference. The people in northern part, they hate English and they prefer English. On the other hand, or on the contrary, people in southern part of India, they prefer English and they hate Hindi. So even if there are many disputes, diversity, but there is an integrity. So I hope all of you think of our one nation, integrated, all one, all together, not just some parts of the state. So is it something, the image that you think of, or that is something different as I elaborated? What do you say? Be frank and open, dear students. You
No,
can
sir,
say.
it's the same.
Yes, it should be. Firstly, we are Indian, then we can say we are from Maharashtra, then from Ahmednagar, then from our villages or the towns that we are belonging to, right? Nation first. Then of people we talked about, and also places. Anything to be added, dear students, from your side? As people or the places are concerned?
No, sir.
There are some plain areas, complete plain. There are some hilly areas. On the other hand, we can see there are completely the areas covered with the mountains. There are some areas like Rajasthan, completely drought-like situation. And at another place, there are some areas where it rains all the time. Some areas are very hot. On the other hand, some are very cold. Like Ladakh. Some are at the deep side or deep area as far as the ocean is concerned, and some are there at highest point in the world, right? So there is tremendous variety that can be seen as far as the places are concerned, and also of course there is great diversity in the cultures of the people from different parts of India are concerned. Is it enough that you can understand about the images that come to your mind when we say our country, that is India? Bharat.
Yes, sir.
Even the name of Akshay Khanna in that Gali Gali Chor Hai is Bharat Babu. I refer to that movie to explain you how the people are worse than the animals in the previous animals. Now the second activity here, what parts of India have you lived in or visited? Can you name some popular tourist destination? I think there are many from different parts we have visited. Please, one by one, you share. Anybody? Come on, be quick in your answers.
Jammu and Kashmir.
You have visited and you have been there, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. So it's quite different from our Maharashtra, the temperature, the way of people live, the way they talk, and the way they have their feelings for our nation. It also varies place to place. Now, can you name some of the popular tourist destinations in India? Ooty, then
Ladakh, Nainipal,
Himachal Pradesh.
Himachal Pradesh,
are what is the name? Manali,
Manali,
Hyderabad, and
Shimla,
even visiting some places like Uttar and more in Rajasthan.
Amritsar,
Especially, which are the famous tourist places? Even in Goa, people visit, right? From other
Mahabaleshwar.
countries also. Yes, they are also there from Maharashtra, Matheran, Mahabaleshwar. Nashik, and some nearby places. Even in Aurangabad, Ellora Caves.
Yes, sir.
Yes, even in Kaspatar near Satara. You know, even I think today it is 15th October, no? Observed as our former president, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam's birth anniversary, and is celebrated and observed in Maharashtra as
Students' Day.
Inspire Reading Day, Vachan Prerna Din, right? Vachan Prerna Din.
Yes.
And there is one village near Mahabaleshwar. Do you know what is it? Also known as the village of
पुस्तकां
the
yes
village
sir,
of
I know.
Yes, sir.
पुस्तकांचं गाव.
Pustakachi Gaon. Gauri, you please repeat the name.
पुस्तकांचं गाव.
Yes, you can also search for that, and you will find that all homes there in that village are having the books with them, and as in the cities, people are having paying guests. So there also there is a system that you can go and live with them as a paying guest, and you will get ample books there to read, and you will be provided food also. Everything will be provided. I remember that name. You can also search for it. Pustakache Gaon in Maharashtra. You can search for that, and you will come to know. Bhilar. What is it? Bhilar. Bhilar.
Yes, sir, it is in Bhilar.
Right?
Yes.
So there are
Yes.
various such popular tourist destinations in India that people often visit, and they always like to go there. Third is that apart from the British, the Dutch, and the French and the Portuguese have also played a part in the history of our country. Yes, they were there, who wanted to rule our India, but the British were successful, and these people were also partially successful in ruling over the part of India. So the question here is, can you say which parts of India show French and Portuguese influences? Yes, of course. India has been influenced completely by British, because even if we are from India, from Maharashtra, rather than learning and following the education in Marathi, we are using English only as a medium of our communication and also the medium of instruction in our school. So we are completely influenced, no doubt, by the British. But there are some certain areas or the part of India that they have been influenced by French and Portuguese culture, their language and all. So the most one that is influenced is Goa. You are right. Very good. So I think you must have understood now. Each one of the activity given here is referring to one part or the another out of these three parts from Glimpses of India. Now the
Yes,
first
sir.
one is, can you say which parts of India grow tea and coffee?
T, Assam.
Assam and Kashmir.
Assam. That is the state, that is the part of India where tea and also coffee is grown. Right? Like in Maharashtra also. Which is the district famous for banana? Jalgaon. For orange?
Nagpur.
Nagpur.
Grapes?
Nasik.
Grapes?
Nashik.
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 Very good. Then even some places are famous for clothes. Ambassador, or what is Manchester of Maharashtra? Which is the place called Manchester of Maharashtra? Famous for clothes. No, Manchester is the city which is famous for clothes across the world. Similarly, one of the places in Maharashtra is called as Manchester of Maharashtra. Which is it?
Ahmedabad.
Maharashtra.
Ichalkaranji.
Yes, very good.
Ichalkaranji.
Ichalkaranji.
Very good. Ichalkaranji. Then Manchester of India.
Ahmedabad.
Ahmedabad.
and Surat. Surat supplies the clothes there, and Gandhinagar is the market place. Very good. So these are some additional questions I wanted to ask so that you could get and find much interest in this. So can we begin with this? A baker from Goa. May I share with you
Yes,
firstly the
sir.
introduction, then the summary,
Yes, sir.
and then we'll watch a video. And again, I will explain every word, every sentence, one by one. Can we proceed the way I explained you just now?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Here are the steps. Now I will read it out for you, just the introduction and the summary. Then I will show you a video and then explain word to word and line to line and also meaning between the lines. So here is an introduction. I'm reading it out for you. A baker from Goa revolves around the relevance of a baker in the Goan culture, which dates back to the time when Portuguese ruled over the city of Goa. The Portuguese may have left, but the bread makers continue to have an inevitable stature. In this story, the author recalls his childhood days and their excitement on seeing the baker. They were enthusiastic to the point that they would run to him as soon as they woke up without even brushing their teeth. So this is the story about the author. He remembers his childhood and tells us that how the Portuguese had left their culture behind in Goa, even if they are not there, but their ancestors left everything for them. There's some other generations. They have been doing that business of being a baker. And the author in his childhood used to go to the bakers to buy those products. Okay? Even if he had not brushed, but had simply got up or simply moving there and buying those things, the products that he was very much fond of. So this way the lesson begins with, how narrators, elders often recall the times when Goa was under the rule of the Portuguese. They talk how the importance of bakers is still maintained in their villages even after the Portuguese have left. They are known as traders in Goa. The mixers, molders, and their time-tested furnaces continue to serve the people of Goa with their famous bread loaves. It is possible that the original ones may not exist, but their profession is being continued by their sons. The thud of their bamboo stick can still be heard in some parts of the village. The same jingling thud would wake the narrator and his friends during their childhood days, who would go running to him without brushing or washing their mouth properly. It was the maid servant of the house who collected the loaves while children sorted out the bread bangles for themselves. Bakery products have importance in the culture and traditions of Goa. Bol or sweet bread is a part of marriage gifts. Cakes and bolinas or coconut cookies are eaten at every festival, and the lady of the house prepares sandwiches at her daughter's engagement. Earlier, bakers wore a unique frock of knee length known as kabai, but during the narrator's childhood days, they wore a shirt and trousers of length slightly shorter than the usual one. They generally collected their bills. Bakery has continued to be a profitable profession, managing to keep their families joyous and prosperous. So it is a summary, dear students. Just for your knowledge, I have read it out, and you must have remembered and understood, that it is all about the person from Goa and his experiences that time in Goa. As far as
Yes,
this
sir.
Portuguese.
So you're not audible.
Yes, sir.
Sir, you are not audible.
Hello. Am I audible, dear students, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Now you're audible.
Yes,
So
sir.
I was referring to the
Yes, sir.
childhood. I had to change the place. The Wi-Fi connection there got disconnected, and so simply moved here quickly. Anyway, I was telling you about, it is all about the childhood. As in class 9, we studied about Dr. Kalam's childhood. Also, one of the greatest scientists, genius. Who is he? Albert
Albert
Einstein.
Einstein.
Albert
Very good.
Einstein.
And also, there was a poem where he was remembering, how he was there in his childhood. Do you know the title?
Sir,
The
of
late
which class?
class 9, the late
Late
idol of
idol.
Innisfree.
Kaisel of Innisfree.
Very good. So the same way here, this text is all about the childhood of the author here in the story, but is all about Goan culture and the effects and the way Portuguese have affected Goa as a baker and later known as traders. So would you like to watch a video about it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we have 5 minutes left with us. I will try to play it and end by 1:30 sharp. I'm going to turn off camera and also going to mute so that you can watch and listen to it carefully.
Here is the summary of the story Glimpses of India, A Baker from Goa by Lucio Rodrigues. Elders of Goan community fondly remember the Portuguese rulers of Goa and their appetite for bread. The author remarks that even though the Portuguese are gone, the ones who knead, shape and bake the bread, that is the bakers, are still alive. Despite changing times, the baker or peda remained an essential figure in the Goan community. The author remembers with fondness the jingling thud of bamboo stick announcing the baker's arrival. He would pass by their house at least twice a day. He would balance the bread basket on his head with one hand while banging the bamboo stick with the other hand. As children, they used to rush out of the house and greet the baker. What they were looking for were bread bangles, a traditional Goan bread shaped like rings which the baker sold along with loaves for the adults. The baker would greet the lady of the house. The children would then be pushed aside so that the baker could hand over the loaves to the servant. Undaunted, the children would climb up a bench to take a peep into the basket. They would not wait to brush their teeth to eat the bread. After all, there was hot tea with bread to clean up everything nicely. From a personal anecdote, the author moves on to the peda's integral role in the Goan community. Marriage gifts in the Goan community were incomplete without the traditional sweetbread known as bol. For engagements, mothers were expected to prepare sandwiches for their guests. For Christmas or other festivals, cakes and bolinhas, that is traditional coconut cookies, were essential. In the old days, bakers wore a special long frock which reached their knees. This dress was known as the kabai. The author remembers the trademark knee-length trousers worn by the baker of his childhood. Even now, if anyone wore trousers reaching to his knees, he invited the comment of being dressed like a peda. Bakers, in their glory days, also used to make a lot of money. Their plump bodies were proof of their profitable profession. The author humorously remarks that even now, anyone with a healthy appearance was still compared to a baker.
So it was the summary, dear students, from this text, and I'm sure it must help you understand the text when you will be reading it yourself. Okay. So please read the text again. Also listen to the audio as much as possible, as many times as possible, and I'll also share with you the answers of the questions given here, so that you can have complete idea about the text. And while I will explain you word to word, it will be more clear and easy to understand for you all. All right, dear students. Any queries? Any doubts? Can we proceed with the same steps?
Yes.
Okay. Fine then. That's it for today, dear students. Thank you so much. Have a
Thank
great
you,
day.
sir.
Bye,
Thank you,
everyone.
sir.
Thank you,
Bye,
sir.
sir.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye. Take